सेशन 134/19 मायाबेन ये नंबर आया शैलेंद्रભાઈ आनंदભાઈ आनंद शर्मा आगे साक्षी आया बाजूला साक्षी आया ना बाजू से કર્યા દે ને સાહેબ બાજુ છે
બાકી રાખી
सेशन 36/21 प्रवीण मारवाड़ी બે નંબર ને એક્ઝામ્પશન આવે છે એનો કોઈ યાદ નથી સમજ से પાછળ આવે 14 ફેબ્રુઆરી સેશન 54/21 બધા આપણી હાજર અને આનો જ ક્રોસ થઈ ગયું સીરિયલ નંબર 10
બંનેમાં સાહેબ કોમ્પ્રોમાઇઝ થઈ ગયું
બાકી કેટલા તપાસણા
એકમાં ક્રોસમાં છે એમાં એક પંચ તપાસ્યું અને આમાં ઓપન નથી 54 માં
હાઈકોર્ટમાં કોચિંગમાં વયા ને પછી જઈ ગયું
એવું પોઝિશન એ લોકોની નથી એ તો હું ક્યાં જ કરું પણ નથી બોલું
ક્યાંથી હશે લો ફી વાળા તમારા પરિચયમાં હશે ઘણા ન્યુ કોમર્સ હશે ઘણા એટલે અનનેસેસરી બધાને આવું ને એક બે મિનિટમાં પતી જાય સેન્સ કોમ્પ્રોમાઇઝ
હાજી ટ્રાય કરું
ફેબ્રુઆરી
14
બંને કેસ 558/21 અને આમાં બંને 54 સેશન 89/21 બધા આરોપી કરેલી છે ફરિયાદી અને સહાયતા સમક્ષ કરે હજુ કે આવે સેશન 233/21 બધા આરોપી લાગી કરેલી
જજમેન્ટ
કેસનો રજૂ કરેલો 20 જાન્યુઆરી 329 ફરિયાદી ને સહાય આજે ફરિયાદીની અધૂરી છે
બાકી
ફરિયાદીઓ પતી ગયેલા છે સાહેબ પેલા બે ની એમના હસબન્ડ ની જુબાની બાકી સાહેબ
એ હાજર છે ભાઈ હાજર લાવો ને ફાઇલ કોની બાકી છે
સીડી પણ મારે લેવાની હતી સાહેબ એમાં
આની કેના માટે બાકી રાખી
એ સાહેબ એફએસએલ નો રિપોર્ટ તો જો આમાં આવ્યો નથી પણ શેના માટે બાકી રાખી એ ખોટીને પકડી ફરિયાદી તો પતિ એમના વાઇફ હતા
સીડીની કોપી આપવાની
ના ના
સીડીની કોપી આપવાની
સીડીની કોપી તો આપવાની જ છે પણ આ સાક્ષીની જુબાની અધૂરી છે
હા
આજે લઈ લેવાની છે ને
સાહેબ આયા હશે હા
લઈ લો અને તમે એમને કોપી આપવાની છે આપી દીધા
મેં અરજી કોર્ટમાં મેં અરજી આપેલી અને સીડી બી આપેલી
આમાં આપણો રેગ્યુલર ઓનર કરી દઈએ એ કરવાની એમને એમને આપવાની અને એની કોપી કરીને ફરી પાછી આપણને આપી દે છે. તો એમાં ટાઈમ ન કાઢતો. આજે ઓર્ડર કરી દઉં છું એમ.
હા સર, પણ સર અહીંયા કોમ્પ્યુટર ડિપાર્ટમેન્ટ, કારણ કે બધા માલમાં
તો તમે
સીડી તો આપી દીધી છે, થોડી સીડી બ્લેક સીડી જમા કરાવી દીધી છે, પણ અહીંયા આગળ કારણ કે
અમને શું
અમે લઈ જઈએ અને ક્યાંક ક્રેક થઈ જાય કે કઈ થાય તો
એટલું બધું કોર્ટમાં છે.
એટલે સેફટી
ના, વોટ સેફટી? સેફટી, ઇટ ઇઝ યોર ડ્યુટી. You can't throw everything in the court. ના, જનરલી મને પ્રોસિજર તમે જે રિલાય કરો છો તમારે જ આપવાનું ને. પછી આ તો અમે સગવડતા માટે બધા કરી દેતા હોય છે, પછી આ ટ્રેડિશન થઈ જાય દર વખતની. અને બધું કોર્ટના શોલ્ડર માટે છે ને માટે નાખશે. અને અગાઉ કદાચ કોકને આપેલી જ છે સીધી કરાવવા, આઈઓ કરાવીને આપશે.
અહીંથી મુદ્દામાં પાછો તો ના જ જાય. અહીંયા આગળ અમારે પછી લેપટોપ લઈને આવવું પડે, સીડી ડ્રાઈવ ને એ બધું લઈને આવવું પડે અને એમાંથી પછી કોપી મારવા.
ના તો કરે એમાં
કરવું પડે. પછી સાક્ષી નહીં.
કયો સાચું?
હા, પણ એમને એટલા માટે તો અટક્યું છે, સીડી માટે જ અટક્યું છે સર.
એ સીધી આનામાં રજૂ કરાવી.
હા, એ વખતે
એ તમને ક્યારે સીધી રજૂ કરી છે?
સીડી મેં બતાવી છે. સીડી તો ડ્યુરિંગ ઇન્વેસ્ટિગેશન લેવાય છે. એમને કોપી મળી નથી એટલે એમને કીધું કે
તો તમારે આઈઓ ને કાંઈક તો કયો તમે લોકો. નો મુદ્દામાં લાવે, નો આ આવે, બધું અમારી માથે નાખીને કરાવો.
વાત સાચી.
પણ હવે એટલે
અમે જોડે હોતા નથી
અને કાંઈક ઓર્ડર કરી દીધું બધું ગમતું નથી.
વાત સાચી.
પોતે ભૂલું બધી કરે રાખે અને કોર્ટે બધું હરખું કરવાનું એમ જાણે અમે એના માટે હોય એના. ચાલો હાલો. અને
સીડી માટે અધૂરી જે કાર્ય વિભાગી થાય એવું
ડેટ પછી આપણે સીડી તો લઈ ગયો.
યસ સર.
તમારું બીજું પતાવી ના આવો તમે તારે.
પછી હું જઈશ તો નહીં આવીશ. ગાંધીનગર
હા, તમે બેસો એનો વાંધો ને. મને તો આ ઓપન કોર્ટ છે આપડી. પણ સીડી થાય ને બધું થશે એ વાર લાગશે. ચાલો
કલેક્ટ કરી લેશે.
સેશન્સ 75 બાદ
સાહેબ જવા દઉં.
હા,
વાંચો છે.
Lord, sir, filing exemption application pertaining to section codes case number 76/2022. Sir, actually subsequent development એવું થયું છે કે 75/2022 માં accused બલવંત પરમાર case expired. I am annexing that report of Balwant Parmar. So filing application for abatement of criminal proceedings pertaining to session case 75/2022.
વેરીફાઈ માટે એક ની મને લાગે તમે કંઈક કરી છે ને.
Madam,
હવે આના કોઈ પ્રોસિડિંગ પેન્ડિંગ છે?
pertaining to 76/2022, it's pending in High Court. I have attached that case status also of High Court.
ફેબ્રુઆરીમાં એમાં કયું ડેટ છે?
22nd February.
ડેટ
22nd. But case is not reaching there.
But you should mention or you should file an
But
application.
we are I mean requesting for clarity, but honorable
system,
justice is
no, there a system has been developed. If you want
it's
to file,
100.
then you
So it is above 100. Justice is not able to reach that matters. So it's simply H1.
that is your concern with that.
17 ફેબ્રુઆરી.
But that is 22nd February.
No, then you should have got a stay.
Matter is not reached there.
So
Okay, I will request for clarity.
I am giving you
Before 17th February.
on 17th February is the last day. On 17th, accused should remain present.
Accused should
We
be
will-
present.
we will- if there is no order of the higher court, we will train the charge.
But
No, I will.
request for discharge. It is request
Your
for discharge
discharge is
application.
rejected, I think.
That right may be please not curtailed.
With discharge.
pertaining to 76 of 2022.
I think you had filed an application for discharge for
Yes,
someone.
on that date, please. On that date, may be permitted to file discharge application if the case is not reached in high court.
You had argued for one.
For one only. That person is expired. So already this is
So it is for you what you, what you
170,
did.
170.
17, I will proceed with framing of charge.
If the matter will be not reached in high court, then I will file discharge application
I don't,
on that date.
I don't. On 17th, it is for framing of charge before this court. If there is no order of the higher court, then we will frame the charge.
Okay, ma'am.
Sessions 332 Imran Pathan. SS Madhupur वाला. SS Madhupur वाला.
આરોપી હાજર નથી. આરોપી નથી, વકીલ નથી. બે દિવસ દરમિયાન આવે નહીં તો વોરંટ અને જામીનદારની નથી.
376-22. ચાલી ગયું છે. ફરિયાદી પંચે બજેટ બંધ થયા છે.
બોલે રાજી.
સેશન્સ 383-22. સર આરોપી યુટીપી છે હાજરી કરી છે ને લીગલના વકીલ માટે ઓર્ડર થી
ડી અપાઈ ગઈ છે ને?
મેં આપી હતી મારી ફાઇલમાં ડી આપેલું બતાવો જોઈ લઈએ
કામ છે.
જોઈ લઈએ
પીકે ચૌહાણ વકીલ શ્રી પીકે ચૌહાણ. સેશન્સ 6/23. રજનીકાંત
વકીલને કેમ બોલાવી?
તમારા વકીલને બોલાવી. સેશન્સ 95/23. સર આરોપી યુટીપી છે હાજરી કરી છે પંચ આયા નથી વગર બની છે. 189/23. આરોપી યુટીપી છે હાજરી કરી છે. પંચ આયા બે પંચ આયા છે.
લઈ લો. ના 22
22 જાન્યુઆરી.
શેના પરીક્ષા?
વિજયસિંહ
શું કે ઓળખ જગ્યાની ઓળખ છે.
બનાવવાળી જગ્યાના બાકી રાખી.
પાટણ.
પછી તારીખ નહીં જ આપે પણ ઉભા રહેજો એટલે.
સેશન્સ 291/23. પ્રવીણસિંહ આરોપી હાજરી કરી છે સર એમાં ફરિયાદીને પંચ ફરિયાદીને બે પંચો ફરિયાદીને પંચ એ પંચો છે ને ફરિયાદી છે. સવિતા છે સુરેશભાઈ અને નારાયણભાઈ.
લઈ લેજો.
સેશન્સ 308/23. સર એમાં પંચોને મળ્યું છે પણ હજુ આવ્યા નથી.
પુરાવા ચાલુ કરી દો.
હવે
અને પેલા બિલમાં આવી જાગૃતિ
give a better clarity, I would be arguing from number 2, which will also elucidate the rule of number 1 also. I would be just referring to the application for discharge application for number 2. Yes, if I may read the charge, this Sudhakar entered into a criminal conspiracy hedged by an Afghan national, Mohammed. It is at page number 45 of the charge sheet counter, the first charge sheet that was filed by the NIA. Probably it would not be there in my discharge application, but in the charge sheet counter. And I would be reading from page number 45.
Yes.
He entered into a criminal conspiracy hedged by an Afghan national, Mohammed Hassan Dad, Mohammed Hassan Shah, in association with an Iranian national, Javed Najifi, and Perumal Rajkumar, for smuggling huge quantities of heroin from Afghanistan to Mundra, Gujarat, through sea route in the guise of semi-processed talc stone. In furtherance of this conspiracy, he joined a WhatsApp group named Talc, created by accused number 3, having WA3 as a member. He became an admin in the said WhatsApp group and thereafter added WA1 to the said WhatsApp group, which was used specifically for planning and execution of the conspiracy. Acting on the conspiracy, he had in June 2021 used the import-export code of Messrs. Acid Trading obtained in the name of his wife Durgapurna Govindraju Vaishali for the import of consignment of semi-processed talc stone, which was used for concealing narcotic substance heroin smuggled from Afghanistan to India through Mundra port in Gujarat. He had hired the services of custom broker at Mundra port and arranged for the import clearance of the consignment of semi-processed talc stone, having narcotic substance heroin concealed therein. He also arranged for further transportation of the said consignment from Mundra port to a pre-decided warehouse in the outskirts of Delhi, for which he is in association with his wife A2. As per the instructions of WA1 to WA2, forged and fabricated a false GST invoice claiming the sale thereof to a fictitious person. Even also received rupees 9 lakhs in cash through Hawala agents in Chennai for handling the said logistics at Mundra port on behalf of WA1. In September 2021, he acted again in furtherance of the conspiracy when a consignment 2988.21 kgs of narcotic substance heroin concealed in 2 containers of the imported goods declared as semi-processed talc, consigned in the name of Ashit Trading, arrived at Mundra port, was attempted to be cleared by him onward transportation to Delhi on behalf of WA1. However, the same was seized by DRI authorities Mundra port. He had instructed WA1 to make advance payment of rupees 3 lakhs to the customs broker for speedy clearance of the second consignment of the narcotic substance heroin in the guise of semi-processed talcum stone. Hence, A1 is to be charged in the section shown against in his name in the table below. So, Lord, he was originally charged with the sections under NDPS Act, but later on, even UAPA charges have been added. So, for that limited purpose, I would be reading from the supplementary charge sheet which is submitted by NMP. And as regards to offences by accused number 2, as a part of conspiracy, she agreed to allow the use of her firm Ashit Trading for Benami import of semi-processed talcum stone, thereby facilitating the smuggling of narcotic heroin from Afghanistan to India in June 2021. She willingly signed all the documents relating to import customs clearance, further sale of consignment of semi-processed talc to the fictitious buyer in Delhi, thereby facilitating the transport of narcotic drug heroin from Mundra port to Delhi, for which she signed a forged and fictitious invoice, GST invoice. She willingly allowed the usage of bank account of the firm Ashit Trading for sending remittances from India to Afghanistan against the cash amount of 9 lakhs received by her husband through Hawala agents in Chennai. She retained the part of above cash amount, knowing well that the same was received by her husband through Hawala agents. Hence, A2 is to be charged in the section shown against her intent in table below. Lord, to the convenience to the work of court, Lord, I have prepared one compendium. Lord, as such, these are just the extracts from the charge sheet, but charge sheet is very bulky, so the role which is relatable only to the accused persons, I have, for pagination purposes, this is to be referred to. I would not be burdening the court with reading all these documents, just the excerpt of this, but ultimately paging convenience would be there. Therefore, I am requesting that this may be looked into. Not this, volume number application. मैं क्या volume में तो refer करूँ? PDF आती है ना? Not in a moment. Lord, I may begin with how this unfolded, this event unfolded. Lord, at page number 932, the Honorable Court may see 932. Why this suspicion arose? This is going to the root cause of this suspicion. 932 મારું જે કમ્પેન્ડિયમ છે એનું અને અધરવાઇઝ તમને મોકલી આપી છે આખી મારા 932 માં જોતા જજો તમને મળી જશે 932 division column.
So I will take a lesson. When there is a bulky record, I will also ask for the soft copy only.
I can definitely provide
that. It can. Right now, we are also facing problem of getting this document xerox.
Your Lordship, it's a very bulky record. Yes. So even we face the same difficulty when I argued for bail application for 4 accused.
Okay, we can do one thing. Why don't you give the list only? If you are going to, because these are all the charge sheet papers.
Your Lordship, these are charge sheet papers only.
We have the charge sheet papers.
Lord, my difficulty was it is spanning across number of volumes. This may be cross-referred. I will provide a list that the document that I referred, for example, at page number 932 is a part of this volume of this charge sheet. I have extracted it from that part only, but otherwise looking across all 5, 6, 7 volumes, 10 volumes, and then referring to a particular page would be very difficult. So for the time being, just it may be looked into. I would not be reading all these documents.
And your xerox operator would be at benefit.
And સાહેબ એવું છે કે અમુક અડધું પાર્ટ રાખવું અડધું ના રાખવું તો that is wrong on my part. એટલે આખા સ્ટેટમેન્ટ અને સપોર્ટિંગ ડોક્યુમેન્ટ્સ મેં બધું જ લઈ લીધું છે. 932 કદાચ પેલા વોલ્યુમ માં હશે કારણ કે 2 છે ને એટલા માટે છે. આપ સાહેબ જરા જોઈ લો. છેલ્લું પાનું આનું કયું છે? છેલ્લું છે 638.
લો 932. Yes.
Lords, here the DRI Hyderabad got some intelligence. It is dated 13/9. But very next day the consignment
from this bulky record, how many documents are you going to refer?
Approximately 25 to 30 documents, but 2-3 excerpts, not the entire document.
Then why have you put all this?
સાહેબ ચાર્જશીટ માં માનો કે કોઈ એક સ્ટેટમેન્ટ છે સ્ટેટમેન્ટમાં એને બીજા 10 ડોક્યુમેન્ટ સપ્લાય કર્યા છે તો ઇટ્સ માય ડ્યુટી નોટ ટુ સપ્રેસ ધેટ somebody is giving a statement and providing documents તો બધા મેં મૂકી દીધા છે for the sake of avoiding any suppression અને probably accused number 1 અને 2 માટે આમાં જેટલું છે આના બહારનું કશું જ નહીં.
Yes.
So this intelligence is developed. This is Directorate of Revenue Intelligence.
Yes.
Ashi Trading Company is a proprietorship in the name of Vaishali. Accused number 2. Apparently, her husband Sudhakar is in touch with foreign supplier CHA Liner for the import and clearance of the consignment. It is the second import by the importer. Previous import was in the month of June. 2 more containers are said to be arriving shortly. The previous shipment was never received by the importer in the registered address at Vijayawada, Hyderabad. Instead, it was transported to Delhi and was handed over to the person indicated by the foreign supplier, a person in Iran. Importer is a name lender who is getting rupees 30,000 per container and may not even know the actual contents. Material is going to Delhi. Shipper is paying fixed amount as charges to Sudhakar of Ashi Trading Company for importing the consignment and arranging IEC coordinating with the liner and custom broker and arranging the transportation to Delhi. Importer Sudhakar is receiving rupees 3 lakhs towards custom clearance through Hawala. The said amount would be transferred to CHA through bank account transfer. Lord, what is my role is, I would also point out to the other statements by other accused persons. But accused number 3 informed to me that, look, there is an opportunity, you are jobless because of COVID. You lend your IC, in return of which you will get 30,000 rupees. You have already done domestic customs, domestic shipping, because in southern states, there is also a lot of domestic and postal shipping. So he had an experience of domestic shipping. So from Chennai to Hyderabad and then to Kerala and then to Goa, this experience he had acquired. So looking to that experience, he was given an opportunity by accused number 3. That see, there is an opportunity, some consignment is coming originally from Afghanistan, but via Bandar Abbas. If you lend your IEC, you will get 30,000. What other processes are required to be done? The foreign-based exporter will provide you all the details. You have to fill up all those details and you have to do the consignment as directed by that agent. So, my lord, one person is in Afghanistan who is the actual exporter. One person is a person who is facilitating the shipment through Iran. And that is here this person, that is Sudhakar, is managing all the affairs for a firm which is registered in the name of Ashi Trading. It is also significant because Ashi is a name of the daughter of this number 1 and 2. This man was jobless. Earlier 3 attempts of business were failed. That is coming entirely in the record. So this man felt that if I do the business in the name of my wife, it will be auspicious for me. Therefore, he says that I will do the business, but please let me register the business in your name. Therefore, wife is providing the name to be joined as a proprietor and the name of the daughter is kept. So this is why, because ultimately all the business affairs are managed by the husband. He is under the impression that he is going to get 30,000 for clearance of the car. And that is precisely what is indicated by this DRI intelligence, that he is going to get 30,000 rupees in cash. Whatever other amount he is going to receive, he will supply it to the CHA for the customs. So not in this entire transaction, Sudhakar has received 30,000 towards the clearance. So if there are 2 shipments, I have received 30,000 multiplied by 2, 60,000. So, Lordships, this is the background in which this container was directed, intelligence was shared that you cut open this consignment and see what is found in this consignment. So, here there is an indication that I imported first consignment in the month of June. What was that consignment? So, entire version of NIA, originally DRI and thereafter NIA took over. Their version is that not only the consignment wherein this Panchnama was done and from out of 18 bags, in 2 bags narcotic substance was found. Their version is that I earlier also imported in June. In that consignment also there was a narcotic substance. So my flow of argument would be that in first consignment there was no narcotic substance. There is just a imagination or not a fancy idea that the consignment contains some kind of the narcotic substance. Material evidence is not there.
So far as this
Ashi Trading.
Even as per the NIA case, you are charged for 2 consignments.
One in June and another in September. So in September, it was found with the presence of narcotic. Out of 18 bags, there were 2 bags which were containing the narcotic substance. So, instead of going from September to June, my endeavor will be to go from June to September. So, in that reference, if I may point out to the Honorable Court.
As per your say, in June there was no narcotics.
There was no narcotics.
And as per the charge sheet paper, there is nothing.
No. As per charge sheet paper, Lordships, yes, I will give some brief background. If thereafter I read the papers, it will be probably more convenient for the court. Lord, once this consignment was found, it was cut open on 14th of September 2021.
Yes.
Thereafter, DRI made investigation that with this import-export code, what is the earlier import done by this import? They come to know that in June also there was some import done. So where that cargo landed, they investigated with shipping line, then transporter, everybody. So they eventually came to know that in some godown in Alipur area of Delhi, that is in the outskirts of Delhi, this consignment had gone. So they interrogated the truck driver, they interrogated the godown owner, and they located the godown. That where the first consignment went. So that was a godown in Alipur. DRI is doing the sweeping exercise. Floor ઉપર જેટલું પણ સાહેબ હોય બધું sweeping કરીને they are collecting, segregating two kind of the substances. One is having light brownish pale yellow color substance and another is white. So white pebbles are found to be marble or talcum powder, and the brownish substance that they are recovering totally weighing approximately 16.07 kg. From the godown which was on September 14, it was locked. It was not in operation. But when DRI is doing the raiding exercise and Panchnama is done by cutting open the lock, they are finding that some traces of narcotic substance were there. Therefore, a connection is drawn that ultimately in June month, there landed one consignment, and it should be a traces and remnant of that consignment only. That is the theory which is being propounded earlier by DRI and thereafter the NI. So, Lord, in that reference, I would like to point out to the Honorable Court certain material. Just a moment. If Honorable Court may turn to page number 270. These are the shipping documents of first consignment, 270. In fact, if Honorable Court may firstly go to 439 and thereafter 270, it will be more convenient for me. 439. But at 439 and thereafter at 440, if Honorable Court may see, Hassan Hussain Limited is a company which is the exporter on the left side column, and the importer is VK Enterprise. Page 440. Page 440. Sir, it's a cargo manifest.
cargo manifest.
સાહેબ એમાં ડાબી બાજુની કોલમ જે છે એમાં હાસન હુસેન લિમિટેડ દેખાતું હશે અને વીકે એન્ટરપ્રાઇઝ. Sir, this may be traced back at 439. The date may be seen 31/5/21. A cargo which was packed, cargo which was sealed in the name of VK Enterprise was later on decided to be exported in the name of Ashi Trading. સાહેબ પહેલા VK Enterprise ના નામે આ કાર્ગો આખો પેક થઈ ગયેલો, કન્સાઇન થઈ ગયેલો, સીલ થઈ ગયેલો. This cargo is now decided to be switched in the name of Ashi Trading, for which an explanation is sought at page number 241. Yes, sir. Even the original shipping order is also in the name of VK Enterprise. હવે સાહેબ 336 આપજો 3 દિવસ પછી on 3rd June.
From 439 you wanted to take the code to page number
241 may be seen firstly.
241 or 341?
All of the pages would be relevant, but right now
241.
yes, 241. What happened? How, Lordships? Till the month of May, 31st of May, I am not aware. Accused number 3, Rajkumar is introducing that there is one opportunity. You lend your IEC, already it is lying idle since a long. I give you an opportunity. You will get 30,000. This guy says yes. He is added in the group of WhatsApp that is called TELC. He agrees, and therefore there is a switching of bill of lading, which was earlier in the name of VK Enterprise. Now, suddenly, without even my knowledge that everything has been done, just the name switching is to be done. Once I say yes, VK Enterprise is shifted to Ashit Trading.
Yes.
And therefore, this is a statement, lordships, of one person from the the shipping company, whether there is a switching of bill of lading or otherwise. If I can read that answer to the question.
Yes.
Sir, there was no switching of bill of lading. However, at the time of pre-alert, wide email dated 31/5/2021, principal agent at Iran had forwarded to us the bill of lading where the consignee was shown as VK Enterprise, the proprietorship at New Delhi. Then on first, we got an email from the same agent stating that bill of lading has been revised, and it was mentioned revision, and wherein the consignee has been shown as Ashit Trading Company, Vijayawada, Andhra Pradesh. On comparison, all other details are matched with each other. I also produced the copy of said email correspondence. I add that over and above the another email we received from the principal agent at Iran, wherein they forwarded the revised freight manifest. On comparison of both, it can be seen that earlier freight was shown as $350, which was revised to 300. So, sir, consignment no rate જરાક બદલાયો, content same છે, બાકી બધી વસ્તુઓ same છે. Once this guy agrees that yes, I will facilitate my IEC, PK Enterprise ની જગ્યાએ Ashit Trading નું નામ આવી જાય છે. And to show that, I would also point out to the Honorable Court the invoice that was later on generated in the name of Ashit Trading. In a moment. Page number 337 now may be seen. The same bill of lading is now shifted. But there is a large scale conspiracy. Therefore, I need to get into all these meticulous details. The exporter is same, Hassan Hussain Limited. At page number 337. If I am with my lords. Now the consignee is Ashit Trading. That part may be noted. So, my lord.
Yes.
Why this change took place, for which I need to take the Honorable Court to the statement of Rajkumar, accused number 3. But before that, what did this consignment had in it? I would like to point out to the Honorable Court the report which is prepared by an inspection agency which is worldwide recognized for its efficiency and perfect reporting. That is called SGS. In a moment. Lords, the SGS report is at page number 866. 866. This is a time when Ashit Trading was nowhere involved. PK Enterprise ના નામે consignment આવવાનું હતું 866. એટલે સાહેબ કદાચ સેકન્ડ વોલ્યુમમાં હોય. Here, the Honorable Court may see two important things at the bottom part of it. That 24/5/2021 ના દિવસે કન્ટેનર ચેન્જ થયા છે. અફઘાનિસ્તાનથી જે કન્ટેનર આવે એને ડિસ્ટર્બ કરીને ઈરાન વાળા કન્ટેનરમાં લોડ કરવાના, અને at that time this SGS report is prepared. It contains 22 jumbo bags. Note the report says that cargo was found white in appearance in two types of the fine cargo and lump cargo. Top size is 15 centimeters. This inspection agency doesn't speak of any narcotic substance or anything suspicious. That is number one. Now, my lord, because import-export certificate was lying idle for so long, customs has its own mechanism that after 2-3 years, if somebody starts using the IEC, all of a sudden, it is to be kept for 100% examination. So this is in Iran. Inspection is done in Iran. The cargo arrives at Mundra. The system of customs department picks it up for 100% examination. They pick it up for examination. They take the sample. What is there in the country of origin, the test reports are done. The test reports are done in India also at Mundra. Almost the same scientific content, scientific analysis is found in both the reports. So firstly, I would point out to the Honorable Court why it was decided for 100% examination. If I just logically make the flow, Honorable Court may see, this is a statement
So
of
as
one
per your
Naveen
say-
Kumar from,
As per your say, as the IEC was not used for long time by RC trading,
yes,
and therefore it was
put for 100% examination.
yes.
And therefore, Lordships, Honorable Court may see page number 605. This is a photograph from the system of customs department. It is shared by one person, namely Naveen Kumar, who was given the direction to do the 100% examination.
Page number
605.
60.
605, 605, sir. But it reads, if I am with my lords, the importer is not a regular importer.
Yes.
If I may read, importer is not a regular importer. Please ensure that the declaration in the bill of entry is factual and assess the bill of entry carefully. So this is the first direction given. So firstly, it was just directed that you assess this. Thereafter, they were directed that do the 100% examination at page number 549. Inspect lot. If I am at 549. So this was the cause of suspicion. This is regular. Even if I start importing, all of a sudden my consignment will be put to examination. So subsequently, Lordships 549, inspect lot, check marks and numbers, open and examine 100%. So, my lords, 549, 549, Mari, 549.
Yes, 550.
See, I have read it correctly, examine 100%. Well, these were the directions, internal comments. But pursuant to this directions, Lordships, here there are two people from Customs Department. One is Kailash Raipuria and another is Naveen Kumar. Kailash Raipuria does the examination with the help of Naveen Kumar. So my larger, broader say and submission is that the cargo which is arriving from Iran is examined there in Iran itself. There is nothing suspicious found. Thereafter, this customs department is taking this consignment for 100% examination. The person who does the examination, what are their statements? And also the person who firstly opened the consignment, what is his statement? That I would like to point out. You know, at page number 533, this is statement of Shri Kailash Kumar Raipuria. If I may skip first two paragraphs, and from fifth line of the third paragraph, I say that I was responsible for scanning the containerized cargo in the import-export containers as per the directions received from risk management divisions, which mark certain containers for scanning on the risk assessment. The cargo in such marked containers are subjected to scanning in gamma ray container scanners, where the containers loaded with import-export cargo are made to pass through live images of the cargo inside the containers are displayed in the computer screen. My job was to analyze the images and verify the declared goods are matching with the images based on the color and density of the image. After my posting at so-and-so division, I was posted to so-and-so section in Custom House, Mundra, wherein I was responsible for physical examination. You know, one part is scanning. If there is scan mismatch, it's different thing. Then there is another part which is physical examination. So originally it was kept for scanning, then it is for physical examination. In the said section, my mandate was to physically examine the cargo in the import containers by opening the container and visually examining the cargo inside to examine whether the goods were as per the declaration made by the importer and as per the import documents. Now, my lord, if I may turn to second paragraph, I am asked about the work done by me in respect of import of the consignment of semi-processed talc covered under bill of entry dated so and so. સાહેબ પહેલું consignment છે 9/6/2021 નું filed by Mundra Custom House in the name of Ashi Trading. I say that I was posted at so and so. As per the examination order passed by Assistant Commissioner of Customs, examination was done by me with the assistance of Preventive Officer Shri Naveen Kumar. I submit the photocopies of all the documents pertaining to the import consignment, examination thereof done by me and Preventive Officer Naveen Kumar, and the report given by CRCL in respect of the samples drawn from the import consignment during the examination. The said photocopies are numbered serially as so and so. Note, he is also explaining what is risk management system, the parts of which I explained to the Honorable Court. In the said document, my attention is drawn to the wording, destuff all container, open and examine all package, 100% at item level. Look for concealment and misdeclaration. I am asked as to whether the goods were destuffed from the container. I say I had personally not attended the physical examination of the import consignment, and the same was done by Shri Naveen Kumar. However, as per the report given by the said officer, only 1 out of 22 packages were opened and examined in the presence of CH, and the same was mentioned in the document at page number 12. So, the directions are given that you do 100% exam. Error, failure, omission, whatever it may be called, it is by the customs officer that they just open one jumbo. They collect samples and they send it for test at laboratory test, which would match exactly the same description and laboratory report which is given by the sender in Afghanistan. That part I would point out to the Honorable. But yes, fact is that despite order of 100% examination, only one was examined. Now, my lord, I may point out to the Honorable Court, this is examination process, but apart from that, my lord, in the shipping process, lordships, a logistic company is also getting an opportunity to open the cargo. So, my lord, in that reference, the statement of one Shri Mayank Bhanushali is very relevant. Lord, he says that I opened the consignment for the first time. I didn't observe any pungent smell. Lord, had there been the 100% examination, Lord, it would have been the documentary evidence that there is no material against first consignment for the concealment of the narcotic substances. Because it is not that, circumstantial evidence is required to be looked into, where it says that I opened, I didn't find pungent smell. Whereas in the second consignment, clear statement of the panchas is that we found the pungent smell. So to that extent, I want to point out to the Honorable Court at page number 7, the statement of Mayank Bhanushali. What is his role? What does he do? Everything, all these questions are asked to him. But
page 7.
yes, સાહેબ શરૂઆતનો પાર્ટ ત્યાં છે, એનું જે pungent smell વાળો પાર્ટ છે, that is at page number 47. લાંબુ સ્ટેટમેન્ટ છે સાહેબ એનું. ક્વેશ્ચન આન્સર ઘણા બધા છે.
7 to 68.
Yes, 47 આન્સર. 47 નંબરના પાને સાહેબ.
Start,
47 નંબરના પાને સાહેબ પાછળથી નીચેથી જોઈએ તો બીજો ક્વેશ્ચન છે, was there any unusual pungent smell from inside the container when the door was opened?
Yes, page 47.
Yes, page number 47. But the question is, was there any unusual pungent smell from inside the container when the door was opened? No, I did not feel any pungent smell when the door of the container was opened. So, my lord, the custom, even this Naveen Kumar and Lordship this Rajiv Nair also do not speak of any pungent smell, but reality is that they were not asked this question. They were just asked about what happened when, how did they do the examination, but none of them speaks of pungent smell. Here a specific and directed question is asked to this Mayank Bhanushali from the shipping and logistic company that when you firstly open the container, was there any pungent smell? He says no. So, my lord, in this reference, I may point out to the Honorable Court, very important thing. My whole endeavor is to show that what was exported from Afghanistan was received at India, and that was talcum powder and only talcum powder. The theory being propounded by the investigating agency is incorrect. So, in that reference, if Honorable Court may see at page number 39, this is a test report. It's in the shipping industry, it's mandatory when you are exporting something in the mineral form, you have to provide the analysis. Page 39. So, my lord,
Yes.
here main constituents are required to be seen. So, silica content is said to be 61.8%. Lordships, thereafter, this alumina and other contents are pointed out, but silica and magnesia has 35.8% of the content and silica has 61.8% of the content. This is in Afghanistan. Now, these two persons from Customs Department, one is Rajiv Nair and another is Lordships Kailash Raipuria, they are collecting the sample, they do the test report, and that test report will almost match, point ma variation આવે છે, but it almost matches with the test report in Afghanistan. 607 maybe. પાનું પૂરતી ઊંધું મુકાઈ ગયું છે, તમે કરીને આપ સાહેબ જોઈ લેજો. પાનું ઊંધું છે સાહેબ મારાથી.
Yes.
સાહેબ પહેલું જે છે લોસ ઓન ઇગ્નિશન એટલે બાળવામાં આવે તો કેટલા ટકાવારી ઘટે છે, that is not material because એ ત્યાં અફઘાનિસ્તાનના રિપોર્ટમાં પેરામીટર નથી ચેક કર્યું. સિલિકા કન્ટેન્ટ is 62.8%. ત્યાં સાહેબ 61.8% કે એવું કંઈક આવતું હતું, એટલે માઇનર 1% નું વેરિએશન છે. અને મેગ્નેશિયા ઓર મેગ્નેશિયમ ઓક્સાઇડ કન્ટેન્ટ is 30.9%. ત્યાં સાહેબ કંઈક 34 કે 35%. So, you know, with this limited evidence,
Yes.
the endeavor of the investigation is to show that this consignment contained the narcotic substance. Why do they say that? Because they carried out a panchnama at a premise where this container was unloaded in Alipur, Delhi. In a moment, I will take down to that part. Lord, it is at page number 771.
Now this page 607 sample was
Drawn in Mundra.
at Mundra.
Yes.
Page 39, that is from Afghan.
From Afghanistan.
And page 771
In a 771, Lordships, is
in Delhi.
what is the basis? This material doesn't indicate any narcotics. Now, the version of the investigating agency is that this consignment ultimately traveled to a godown in Delhi. That's a part of record because what the logistic company where it was loaded, where they unloaded, they got all those details. And based on those details, they located that the first consignment landed at Alipur. And therefore, Panchnama dated 17 સાહેબ આ બધું ફ્લેશબેકમાં જાય છે 17/9 એક્ઝામિનેશન કરીને they are trying to put it કે જે જૂનમાં આવ્યું એમાં નાર્કોટિક સબસ્ટન્સ હતું. પંચનામા dated 17/9/2021 drawn at godown located at આસરા number 712-713 at Alipur, Delhi. Here, Milord, two things are there. I would not be reading it entirely. But the owner of this godown is one Ramdhari Singh. This godown is lent to one Pradeep Kumar. Even his discharge also I am going to argue, but probably not today. So, Milord, the background story is that there are two persons in Delhi. One is Mr. Saeed and another is Mr. Pradeep. But Saeed is working at a hospital, Medanta Hospital in Delhi, which provides medical tourism. Not only Lordship's medical facility, but somebody who is traveling from abroad end to end. એને સાહેબ હોસ્પિટલ થી એરપોર્ટ થી લેવા જવાનું એને સાજા કરવાના સાઇટસીઇંગ કરવાનું આ બધી જ ફેસિલિટી મેદાંતા હોસ્પિટલ આપે છે. અને this Saeed, one person accused, I think accused number 7, was providing the services of a translator. And whenever he was required to take any foreign national for sightseeing, he would call Pradeep. So one person, namely Ashmatullah Honari, he is now a wanted accused, visited India. He said that I want to do the business of dates and dry fruits because that is very cheap in Afghanistan and fetching very good price in India. I want one godown. Therefore, Saeed said, I am Afghan national, I am translator. You are also Afghan national. It's not possible that we hire in your name or my name. I give you a name of one person who is a driver but would be willing to take this job up. Therefore, Pradeep says, yes, I will take the godown in my name. So Mr. Ramdhari Singh, the owner of this godown, agrees to give the premises on rent to Pradeep. So this is that premises. Now, my lord, in this reference, when the premises, the lock is to be cut open, Ramdhari Singh is not available. He is sending his man. It is opened and later on Ramdhari Singh comes. So, my lord, at page number 772, it had been found, just reading the third line at 772, the godown was having terrace which had a room and which was systematically searched by DRI by the Panchas. At 4 o'clock, person had arrived at the godown and introduced himself as Ramdhari Singh by showing his Aadhaar card number so-and-so and visiting card to DRI. We, the Pancha, further DRI officer asked Ramdhari Singh to join the Panchnama proceedings for which he agreed for. Ramdhari Singh informed that he was the owner of the godown at so-and-so facility. He said that he does not have the email ID, but he can use his son's nephew's email ID, that is Pradeep Dagar. On being asked, Ramdhari Singh informed that last tenant had vacated the said godown on 14th of September 2021. And further on being asked, he provided the copy of rent agreement signed in the same godown between him and Shri Pradeep, the tenant, the last tenant, and Shri Ramdhari Singh. So this is just one reference to what I was trying to point out. At next page, but there, just last two lines on the same page. During the search proceedings, DRI officers in front of we the Panchas along with the above persons, while some powder-like substance containing white color stone pebbles mixed with dust was sprayed on the part of the floor, godown and rest of the godown was completely vacant. DRI examined for the powder-like substance which was sprayed on the floor throughout and finds at some places the color of powder appeared to be light brown, which is ultimately in laboratory analysis found to be positive for heroin. DRI officers examined the powder sprayed on the floor and light powder pebbles were comparatively light in weight and in comparison and had pungent smell. Since the DRI officers have intelligence for narcotic substance on reasonable belief that lying substance can be narcotic substance sample were picked up. So, my lord, if honorable court may see on the same page at the table, lordships, A, B, C, D contain light brown powdery substance and E is white. So if total of A, B, C, D is done, it is approximately 16.07 kg. Now, this would be important because by the logic that DRI is propounding, Lord, the valuation of this substance would go to some 116 crore rupees. Not because 3,000 kg heroin is shown to be having the value of 21,000 CR. If I do the math, apply the same logic to this 16.07, then it will have the value of what is 116 CR. Lord, the version is that although we are doing a Panchnama, we are doing the search on this 17th of September, we are sweeping the floor, we are finding some material. I do not doubt the laboratory report. It may be positive, it is positive, then it is positive. It is containing heroin. Now the reverse application of the same onto this consignment which landed in June and now said to be belonging to the same consignment, and this sweeping is same. This material is same. So that's a far-fetched imagination of the DRI and subsequently what you say. That is material. Until it is not proven to be wrong in my cross-examination and at an evidence stage, I would not say that that is wrong. Even if it is presumed to be right, then also the imagination and connection which is made, Lordship, that is doubt, in my respectful submission. Now, my Lord, with these submissions, I would say and submit that the first consignment, my effort endeavor is to show that first consignment did not have any narcotics. The same go down, which would also be which is a part of charge sheet, was used for receiving multiple consignments. Very surprisingly, Lordships, there is one person having multiple identity forming a part of charge sheet. That is, his name is Hamid in India for all Afghan nationals who are residing in Delhi. His name is Khalid for his counterparts in Afghanistan. His name is Amit for all other people with whom he is dealing. This Sudhakar believed him to be Amit, not Hamid, not Khalid. He believed that he is dealing with Amit, and therefore, in reference thereto, he has stored his number as Amit, Lordships, but originally his identity is Khalid. Lord, he was nabbed by Punjab police when this narcotic substance was being processed. He projected himself as an interpreter, and surprisingly, Punjab police is letting him go, and very next day is flying back to Afghanistan today to be named as a wanted. Not my endeavor just is to show that the real culprit whom you are finding, of course, not NIA, Punjab police, but they let him go. Just because he's saying I am an interpreter, they believe that. Well, I am a person who has failed 3 times in business. I am jobless. Somebody is offering me 30,000 rupees for clearance. DRI in their own intelligence is saying that he is just a name lender. He is receiving 30,000 rupees because nobody is found. You are arraigning me as an accused. Not only that, those who could be arraigned as accused in the charge sheet, those who are in India, they are made either the witnesses or Lordships. They are not joined even as accused. That also I would point out. So, my Lord, first part, my argument, Lordships, are complete. Now coming to the second part, that is also more shocking, more surprising, and I do not know why certain aspects are not investigated at all. In a moment.
So this is your second contention now we are going to project.
Not my second contention, and also I will have to point out, because largely the allegation is that there was a conspiracy hatched in a virtual medium, that is group, namely TALC, WhatsApp group. And therefore, this Sudhakar and Rajkumar, who both were the part of that talcum powder group, are giving the explanation that who was added when, what was the reference to certain messages. That part I will point out, but pertaining to the query made by the Honorable Court, Lordships, in second consignment also, SGS, globally reputed company, is doing the examination. Surprisingly, Lordships, in that examination, Lord, there are certain seal numbers. This is very important.
Yes.
If there is consignment A, there is a seal X. If there is consignment B, there is a seal Y. Lord, when it reaches India, it is reversed. Consignment A, seal Y, consignment B, seal X. How did it happen? Lord, what I am submitting as an importer in my bill of entry is consignment A, seal X, consignment B, seal Y. The law of customs says that if seals do not match, then it's not a valid case of import. I would come out of the definition of 8C and 20. I have not imported. What I have imported is seal A, container A, seal X, container B, seal Y, that is forming a part of Panchnama, that there is a seal mismatch. On the top of it, the surprising thing is, Lordships, that in Iran, when it is inspected, it is said to be having 18 jumbo bags. When it comes to India, 18 jumbo bags plus one empty jumbo. How is it finding its place in India? When it is coming to India, one jumbo bag is there, seal is mismatched, possibility that somebody is cutting open the seal, de-stuffing one jumbo bag, and in a hurry, he is forgetting to take that jumbo bag, empty jumbo bag, and it is placed inside. That is not investigated at all. So by law, I have not, my bill of entry may be checked. What I have imported is container A, seal X, container B, seal Y. It's mismatching. How that imputation is there onto me that I have imported this narcotic substance? Had it been a different case, Lordships, if I am importing,
Just for information,
Lordships,
if it was mismatched, why did you accept it?
I didn't accept.
And why you
Lordships,
travel?
I didn't accept.
See, if it was mismatched, as per your, everyone is checking everything. There is lens at Mundra. If the seals are mismatched,
My lords.
then you would have informed your counterpart that this is mismatched, this is not what
Lordships,
it-
precisely that is what I am trying to point out to the Honorable Court. On 13th, I am informed that your cargo is for 100% examination. I say very well. Earlier also it was there intent.
that 100% testing, okay, would come only after that food is been verified.
No, Lordships. Here is a case when it is kept for examination, seals verification process would be done. It is not that I had an opportunity to decline the goods. I was told, Lordships, what has happened, what has even in my affidavit for number 2 who is out, I have filed an affidavit. Number 1 is in jail. I could not get the affidavit there, Lordships. I'm categorically stating I was aware that it is under examination. I would have fled away when on 17th you are showing me arrested. I have not done anything. You are not telling me that there is seal mismatch. You are doing Panchnama, you are doing the examinations. You are not sharing with me the details that there is a seal mismatch. Do you still want to opt for the taking of the cargo? Unless that I say that yes, despite this seal mismatch, I want to take the delivery of the cargo. How can it be said to be a case of valid import?
See, when you are giving someone your IC, so the moment good is received at Mundra port,
Lordships.
it would be only you and you
Lords.
who would be termed that you have imported this food. Every communication by the competent authority, whoever it may be, whether it be custom or that, they would be informing
In
you.
my name, in the name of Ashi Trading.
So if A has been sent, it should be A,
Lord.
which is to be received.
My lords.
That detail would be available to the authorities also. Now instead of A, if B has come, or as per your say, that seal has been different. Then upon your information, okay, these are the mismatch. Maybe you might have not noticed, as per your conception. Then you should have declined.
Precisely, that is what I have to say, Lordships. As an importer in shipping business, just to give more clarity on the aspect. That exporter Hashe,
145, I would be leaving. I will be continuing in the second half.
that would relieve me because my battery is draining. I will charge it for 45 minutes, Lordships. Just giving some broad idea, Lordships. When it is being exported, Lordships, a bill of lading is prepared. That bill of lading is shared with me only when I pay the amount or when there is a business of credit on trust, it is shared with me. I will submit a bill of entry. So importer has to submit a bill of entry. That is considered to be a declaration. If there is a misdeclaration, customs would impound the goods or give me an opportunity that you want to claim this good, then pay fine and penalty. So my bill of entry is my declaration, where I say that my container A had a seal X, container B had a seal Y. So, my lord, my declaration is I am importing these goods with this specific.
There would be someone on your behalf who would be there at the port.
No, that is called the CHA. Custom House agent is always there.
When a Otherwise, it would be very easy for the people dealing in with drugs to get to shift the
I would answer to that.
to
I would
shift the
try to
trend.
satisfy the query, but maybe in the second half.
In the mid of the sea, they would change.
Not,
So it should not happen.
not, sir.
So you say that you are that the seals were mismatched.
Not. Seals are mismatched.
Seals are mismatched. That means there is some tampering
There is some tampering.
and
Because this tampering is possible at two places, either in the shipping, mid-sea,
or at the
or after it lands it at Mundra. There are two possibilities, because at the time of uploading, this document is prepared. So thereafter, these are the two possibilities. Because none of the persons in the shipping company or the members of these vessels, this vessel is Gemini, these vessel persons are not interrogated. None of the persons at Mundra port are interrogated for when did they handle the cargo when. What happened when? સાહેબ શિપમાંથી બોન્ડેડ વેરહાઉસ સુધીની જર્નીમાં કોણે ક્યારે એને હેન્ડલ કર્યો એની કોઈ ડિટેલિંગ
નહીં તો ગમે એના સીટમાં ગમે કન્સેન્ટમાં ગમે નાખી દે.
queries are valid. I would try to answer to the best of my capacity. Otherwise, Lordships, customs and that too shipping clearance would be very technical for me also. But to whatever best extent I have understood this subject, Lordships, I will
I
answer.
also would like to understand.
To best
Because
extent I
otherwise
can.
It would be very easy for anyone to go to place something in and get involve someone, some innocent person also.
You know, sir, there is.
Anyway, I have some.
Yes, Lordships. I would answer. I would answer.